Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining me again. I'm spending the day voicing over maybe 9 videos that I had made while I was on break this winter, and I just never got around to editing and voicing them over because of school. But I'm done with school now, so I'm spending the day trying to get all these done so I can get them up for you. So thank you for being patient. This was a picture of my husband and I. I'm clearly using the stitched line of my husband and I. Did you hear me? Of my son and my husband. Oh, gravy. It's morning time and I had not had coffee yet. I'm also fighting a cold, so I'm hoping I don't have a coughing fit. But anyway, my son, his wrestling season just ended, but this was towards the beginning of wrestling season, and I believe I took this in November. We were in Milford at a wrestling tournament, and he did well, and he was able to eat this day. I don't know if you know much about wrestling, but either you wrestle up a weight class so you can eat whatever you want to, or you wrestle at your weight class so you have to be careful, or you have to drop weight. And there were quite a few boys. Carlton's weight class, which was 138, he normally weighs 145. So he was one of the ones who had to cut weight all the time. And he was 16 at the time. He just turned 17, and he doesn't listen to me because what do I know? I'm just a nursing student and a mother. As far as eating protein, staying away from sugars and starches and things like that, but he wanted to do it himself, and he did. And some days were harder than others for him to make weight. And it's really hard to watch. Now my husband wrestled. He was very good in high school, and he never has forced wrestling on Carlton. Carlton does it to stay in shape for baseball, believe it or not. Baseball is his number one love. Now, if he had to go to the moon and back to make the team for baseball, he would. Wrestling is something for him to do. He is good at it, and he does win quite a bit, but he would be amazing if he put the effort into wrestling as he does baseball. But that's okay. I just want my kids busy in something to keep them out of trouble. Idle hands, idle mind, whatever. You have to keep your kids busy. So he just loves sports anyway, and he's just, he's one of those kids that's kind of sickening. He's just good at everything he does, but his work ethic sometimes, it's amazing when it's something he wants to do instead of just being work hard at everything. I don't know. Let me know if this is normal for teenage boys, because he's new to me, and sometimes I'm about ready to choke the liver out of him. His sisters were not like that at all. But yeah, he just kind of chooses when he wants to work hard at something. But I do love my boy. This Amy Tan. So anyway, I had a lot of fun. I decided to make this picture black and white because we were at Grotto's for lunch. And there were so many colors going on in the background. And also they just looked tough. Carlton actually cooperated for a picture because it was with his dad. Normally when I try and get a picture just him, he's not in the cooperating mood anymore. But I really like this one of the two of them. I think it's nice. And I chose that wood. It looks like a log split, widthwise, and so you can see that nice wood grain, but it's done in gray, and I really, really like that. But I did want some pop of color. I think I was trying first to do monochromatic, just black and grays, but it wasn't working for my eye. So I decided to pull in some colors, and I really like how it turned out. This Amy Tan Stitch collection is definitely one of my favorites from this last year, as well as the Maggie Holmes open book collection. And I'm really excited to see what's coming out and get some new things. It seems really weird, guys, not having to study. Can I tell you? And if you're one of my nursing school followers, don't worry, I'm going to get a video up of my mug, my face talking about MedSurg 5 and how I was successful in passing and what I did differently. But to be completely honest, I have been in my pajamas for the last day and a half, so doing nothing because I can. I hadn't even scrapbooked. I just sat down. I spent the day with my parents yesterday. They came over and, so I just spent the day with my parents because, when you're in nursing school, especially towards the end, people kind of have to go on the back burner and it's really hard to do, but they understood, of course, and they knew I needed to pass. And so just made up for it and visited with them. So I haven't really been down in my scrapbooking room yet. I'm going to be way out of, why can't I think? Out of practice. Oh my gosh, I need coffee now. ASAP, coffee ASAP. So I'm very, very excited about being able to scrapbook without looking at the time, because what I would do is I would take a break from studying and I would go and scrapbook a little bit to clear my mind, especially if I was frustrated with a concept and I wasn't quite getting it, or if I had just had to do a lot of reading and your brain hurts, you kind of go give yourself a break. And but I would always be conscious of time, like, okay, you've been down here for 30 minutes, you should get back to it. And I'm going to be able to go down there now and just scrap to my little heart's content. So the next thing left, I am a graduate nurse. So the next thing that's left is for me to take my NCLEX, which is my national boards. Just like a lawyer has to take the bar to get his license to practice, same with me. I have to take my NCLEX. I'm waiting on the school to post grades. Everything's done on my part. I've applied and paid to the Board of Nursing. I did my background fingerprint checks. So now all I have to do is wait for the Board of Nursing to say I can go pay for my exam, and I will schedule a date. And I want to do it as soon as I can, and just to get it done. I feel very good. I feel very confident. This last 8 weeks was kind of brutal, but in a good way. And I was able to really strengthen up in some areas I needed to strengthen up in. And areas that I was very good at, I was able to actually concentrate on detail. And so the concepts to me are just that much stronger, and which of course will make me a better nurse. So after I pass the NCLEX, I will be job hunting. So who wants to hire me? People have asked me where I want to be a nurse, what unit or what area. And to be honest, as you go through nursing school, you and you work on different floors, different units, and you're like, oh, I really love it here. Or some people are like, I appreciate it, but peds isn't for me, I can't do the kid thing every day. Or some people are like, oh, I can't do surgery. I don't like the OR, or I really like the OR, whatever. And so as you go through nursing school, you really fine tune what type of nurse you want to be. Except for me. I loved everywhere I've been. I appreciate everywhere I've been. And I just have no clue. Like, I could be passionate about working anywhere. And I know that sounds really silly, but it's the truth for me. A lot of people don't like med-surg floors. I loved med-surg. It was an IMC, it was a step-down unit from critical care, so it wasn't quite a med-surg floor, but I really, really enjoyed it. And you get to use all of your skills. You see a whole bunch of different array of things, but I liked the OR. I loved pediatrics. I loved labor and delivery. Yeah, geez. So I can't wait to start job hunting and let you know what I will let you know when I get hired and what I'm going to be doing. And so I'm very excited. And a lot of my classmates, in fact, all of them have passed their NCLEX, the ones that I should have graduated with in December. And most of them have jobs. There's a couple who are still applying and looking and interviewing. But for the most part, everybody was hired on like right away. Our school is very competitive and our school is very well known, and we pump out some excellent, excellent nurses. It's a tough program, as you know. But honestly, I think it's the best program around, even in other states close to us. It's top notch. And the instructors are fabulous. And yeah, our skills lab is excellent. The instructors back there will make you very good at doing skills, and the nurses really like us in the hospitals when we come because we're prepared and we know what to do, so it's a rigorous program, but it's an excellent program. So I cannot wait to start nursing. And so I've talked to a couple of my girlfriends. I'm going to have lunch with some next week that have started working, and they're they're overwhelmed in a good way. There's a lot to learn. They said they're still learning a ton, and but it's kind of nerve-wracking. This is real stuff now, and so they're with a preceptor and someone who shows them the ropes. They're with them for a few months before they're on their own, which is good. And oh my gosh, we're at the end of the video already. I'm sorry. I added some Heidi Swapp gold to this, and this picture was taken in December. I'm sorry. Look at them trying to act all cool. They are cool. They're my guys. That's what I should have named it, my guys. But I was going more off the wrestling theme, work hard towards life and all that stuff. So thank you, everybody, for your kind comments and your support. I really appreciate it. And I will be talking with you on the next videos. I will talk to you later. Thanks so much. Bye.